Well, y'all, as you can see, we're back in the focus. And it's a rainy afternoon here in the deep south. And you might wonder what we're doing. Well, we're going to take a ride. It's been a day or two, and there's not much going on. Like, what could I show you? Could I show you some gardening? No, we're not doing much of that. Cooking? Man, we just been cooking up some things you already seen. Which brings me to a point. I got some cabbage, I got some hamburger, and I have a recipe to share with all of y'all. But I was also wondering that maybe if you had those two ingredients right there, cabbage and hamburger, what you would do with them. What would be your go-to recipe? Yep. But you can see it's highly overcast. It's rather dim outside right now. We got the windshield wipers going because it's, you know, dropping a little rain on us. But I just want to take the folks out. Been stuck in the house for a day or two. And of course, y'all know I was picking up sticks. But I've been talking to a few friends on the phone. And they have enlightened me on, you know, I do make a little impact in their lives. Which I'm forever grateful for. Because they make an impact in mine. That's something I'll talk about while we're waiting for traffic to go by. You know, I do YouTube, and it all started out, I was doing YouTube for my children and my grandchildren. You know, leave something behind of old Mr. Tom. Then somewhere along the way, 19,000 of you decide to come along for the ride. Hence, we're riding today. You know, and what you might not know, right there to the right, old Mr. Tom stopped the car and wandered off in the woods. That's where our drive-in here in Tallahassee was. Oh yeah, we had a drive-in theater. Do y'all remember that? Maybe you still have one near your area. See, there's a person that's in way bigger hurry than you and I and Mr. Tom. And we got about 20 people piled on the car, so, you know, we can't go too far. Now, we're on old Ice Plant Road, which, yeah, used to go to an ice plant. Yeah, we don't have them no more. But I do remember my great-grand, she still had an ice box in the kitchen. And I do remember as a little toddler, you know, my father and mother actually bought her first Frigidaire refrigerator. Yep. Now, I couldn't have been more than 3 years old at the time. And the only reason I probably remember that was because that was a huge event. Think about it. Yep. Now, my grandmother, Himes, here we are again, about to go on the dirt clay road and that. Hence, we're going back in time, you know. Roll that window down, get some of this fine air. Because it's 60 degrees out. Why not? Hold on, folks. It's going to be a little bumpy. We ain't talking paved here. Anyway, my great-grandma my grandmother, they wouldn't give up their ice box. Of course, eventually, they just use that for storage. You know what I'm saying? Or just sit there as decoration in the kitchen. Yep, it would. But I can still remember before my mama and daddy bought my great-grandma her first Frigidaire, the Iceman coming, knocking on the door. He did that big square chunk of ice. Woo. We're going way down here now. I wish I had four-wheel drive, but I got all of y'all to push me out. Things don't go good today. Anyway, I can remember that. Now I can remember when, you know, we used to get milk, cheese, all kinds of cheeses, cottage cheese, sour cream. Oh, those milk in bottles, you know. You'd wake up, run to the front door, there they'd be. All cold, crisp, and fresh. They surely would. Those times have gone from America. And for most of you that are 50 years or younger. See, you can't relate. And like I say, in talking with an individual today, me and they, well, see, we can talk about all those things. She's a little bit older than I am, and that, so she has lived them. Well, just like I have. You know? Those were the times. And people made a living by delivering all those things. The ice. Oh, you know, did you see that bird flying in front of us? I'm thinking he's a big old crow. He might have been a hawk. Anyway, we got to get up this hill. And we're sliding a little bit because y'all are heavy. Anyway, and during our talks today, she reminded me of things that even I hadn't thought about in years. You know? As well as recipes, things we used to, you know, cherish. Things now we all take for granted. And something I've been enjoying here of late, I'm sure many of y'all go, yuck. I've been enjoying some Brunswager. If you don't know what Brunswager is, it's a liverwurst. You know, yep. Yeah, I've looked that up. Ooh, that sort of kind of hurt. Those potholes are rather big. And I can't believe I'm out here in the rain doing this. I'm just proving. Though Focus, she can go through anything. You know, you women can accomplish anything you put your life to. But anyway, back to the point. We were talking about Brunswager. And almost all my family is from PA, both on my father's side and my mother's side. And then for whatever reason, her parents moved to New York State and became outcasts. I'm just kidding, but sort of, kinda. Anyway, Brunswager, or liverwurst, was a big thing up there. And one of the favorite sandwiches we had when I was a little bitty thing, and all through my parents, grandparents, and even my great-grands, was that there Brunswager sliced liverwurst with onion and mustard. And I was explaining that as we were talking, and they also too brought that up. Yeah. I didn't even get out the ingredients before they told them to me. And that's a special thing. You see, the youngins now, 40s or younger, they'll never understand, you know, the allure, the delight of a good liverwurst sandwich. I do. And I'm thinking many of you who are watching right now, you will too. We're going to have to put on the wipers, whether that bothers y'all or not, because it's starting to sprinkle. But tonight, I'm going to be making up something with cabbage and hamburger. So I thought I'd come on here after discussions with a couple of friends today what you would do with those two ingredients. Now I know what I'm going to be doing. Now I know it's going to be yummy. All the more tasty. Yep. And ain't no doubt. But what would you do? It leads to the question, what recipes do you have? Are you willing to share? And tell us those tasty things that we can all do in our community. You see, that's what makes this YouTube channel and our community so strong. We share things. We talk about things between us. Recipes, current events, news, and all of that. And we pray for each other. We cheer each other up. We hold each other firm. Yep, we surely do. And anybody who's watching this video right now that don't got the time to read through the comments, well, I feel sorry for you. Because the actual love, the actual friendship, the actual content of this channel isn't about the old man running his mouth, whether it's here on a drive or in the yard or even during my cooking videos. It's below in the comments. Below each video, it surely is. There's where you will find the heart, the soul, and the desire of the community that has all come together here on YouTube. Surely it is. But that was one of the reasons for coming out today, was to ask you, what you do with those couple of ingredients. Plus share with you, we got rain coming in. It's currently 59 degrees, which is lovely considering the weather we've had. And then the fact that it's February the 2nd, 2022. And as of yet, we haven't went to war. Now I know, all of social media has been saying now since August, it's just going to be, anytime now. Next week, next month, going to be by Christmas, going to be in January, now it's going to be in February. Still ain't happened, along with so many other things. Still ain't got wiped out by an EMP, a CMP. I have my own thoughts on all that. Of course, then again, now we got the trucker strike, or what's being known as the Freedom Convoy up in Canada. They all parked in Ottawa. And I've been keeping an eye on that. And there was a pile of trucks that came up there up until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Looking to Monday, and now today, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's slimming down. And that's just the way protests go. People tend to got other things in life to do, like make a living, provide for the families. Yep, surely do. And they gotta get on back with life. Now there are still people up there They're hardcore. And they're, fighting for our freedom. I'm not going to get into all the reasons what the whole freedom's about. You can look it all up and you can see what it's all about. But one thing I did want to comment about is who's this going to impact? Well, first of all the truckers that participated shut their rigs down and took their time, their futures, and their monies to do this. That's going to have a hard impact on them. And they have set up a GoPro fund for them. And you can look that up, just Freedom Convoy GoPro fund, and you can see it. Google send you to it. And that'll help. Now, I'm not sure how in the world those funds will be distributed to all the people participating. But we can only hope, right? Because 2 people set it up. Hopefully those 2 people won't get rich and the poor truckers won't get jacked. But anyway, if you're so declined, you can look it up and decide whether you want to contribute or not, because they're still up there fighting for freedom. But anyway, back to who that's going to impact. Well, like I said, it's going to impact those truckers. Everybody who took time out of their schedules, their loads, and the shipping routine to go do that. But the number one bunch that's going to be impacted is all Canadians. Yep. Because as we all know, our supply chain is messed up like which God hasn't seen. And this is definitely not going to help. In fact, it's going to make it all the more worse. Surely is. By quite a bit. So, are their store shelves going to be more bare? Are they going to have more gaps? Are they going to be doing without? Yes, they are. That's just fact. Can't take that many trucks off the road and not have an impact, okay? So, like I said, who's this going to impact the most? Well, the average everyday Canadian. Is it going to impact the U.S. a whole lot? Probably not. It's not like, we're dependent on a whole lot of stuff from Canada. Yeah, we get grains. We get all kinds of things from Canada. It will impact us some. Is it ever going to impact the elites, the government, and the ones in power? Oh, let me just say, heck no. I almost want to say hell. But I know y'all ladies get upset about that. So I didn't. It's not gonna. So don't worry about it. We've all lived through far worse. Trucker strikes during the early 80s. That shut down America. Yep, it did. So this ain't nothing to be concerned about. But anyway, we just made a little roundabout. And that little drive day, talk about a few things. There ain't no war yet. I'm not sure if there'll be one or not. I don't want one. And anybody in America or anywhere else that wants one, yep, I hope you get to go. That's all I'll say. Or, if you don't go, well, maybe, and I hope your children and grandchildren go. If that's what you want. On the other hand, I don't want anybody I know to go to war. Then, it's like trucker strike. I love truckers, but I understand what happens. There was a time in America when the railroads had us by the lower ones. And I'll tell you what happened. The powers to be put them to rest. And it was the birth of the trucking industry. And I'll leave y'all with that. Because I got to get some chow ready for the kitty crew. And I got to make that cabbage and hamburger dish. So you're not going to have a whole lot of time to respond. Tell me what you would make and give me some ideas, okay? So, until and you saw Spooky out in front, and Gracie, the rest of the kitty crew, you know, Cleo, Speedy, Magoo, sometimes Elrod, Mr. Grant Heathcliff. See you on the next video. Y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. And if you caught that through the carport, we had a squirrel jump from some place onto the large oak. You have to look real quick to notice it. Speedy, Spooky. Speedy. There you are, Speedy. Come on. You gotta go in. Get you some chow ready, okay? Come on. Coming? Yep, starting to sprinkle, ain't it? Come on, Spook. Where's Cleo? What? We're out here in the rain? Yeah, I know. Come on, let's go on in. Yep. Get out from under my feet. You're out of chow. Oh, later all.